Hi friends, welcome to my channel Funny Studies by Akash. In this video I am going to tell you about the part 4 of chapter Force and Pressure, subject Physics CBSE. Pressure. Pressure. The perpendicular force means the thrust acting on an area of surface is known as pressure. It can be also denoted as thrust acting upon the surface area. Means what is thrust? Thrust means the perpendicular force acting on the object. What is perpendicular? In maths we have that perpendicular bisectors like that. Perpendicular means which acts with 90 degrees. Means with a right angle, if any force is hitting an object, then it is known as perpendicular force. For example, I am dropping a metal ball on the floor. Then how it will fall on the floor? With a correct straight path, and it will meet at 90 degrees. Yes, no, because of the 90 degrees, it is known as perpendicular force. Means if thrust is acting on the means a perpendicular force acting on the object, then it is known as pressure. And solely they said that pressure formula is equals to thrust by a unit of area of surface, means surface area. Pressure differs on different materials. Why? Because of the matter structures. Like if we see on a solid material, the molecules are tightly packed, and liquid they are little bit movable, and in the gases they are freely movable. So only pressure differs from different materials, and we will use pressure for only liquids and gases. Is as they are freely movable, there can be a perpendicular force on any surface area, but for solid materials we will use force. So here they said that hydrostatic pressure, the pressure acting on a stationary liquids. What are stationary liquids? Means common liquids. What we will use, what all liquids we will use, they are known as stationary liquids. And example they gave that: take a transparent pipe, keep a balloon at the bottom. When we pour water in the transparent tube, the balloon gets a dump at its end. It shows the pressure made by the stationary liquid water. Means what does it means? It means we should take a transparent paper, then transparent pipe, then we should connect a balloon at its end, and when we will pour the water inside, the balloon gets a dump, means it expands little bit. Why? Because for hydrostatic pressure, the pressure will be more at the bottom of the container, so only the balloon gets a bump. Properties of hydrostatic pressure. A liquid pressure of the liquid pressure at the bottom of the container does not depend on the area of the bottom. Means how much the area of the container is made, but the pressure will be equal. It depends, the liquid pressure at any inside of the point depends upon the density of the liquid and height of the liquid column above the point. Means means the quantity of the water may increases the pressure. Means when for example we will take, if we pour 20 ml of water, it will not show any result for the balloon. But when you will pour liter water inside, the balloon expands very more. This tells that it depends, the hydrostatic pressure depends on the height of the height. Means when you will pour 20 ml, the height of the water will be minimum 20 millimeters. It depends upon the thickness of the tube, and when you will pour liter, the height will increases. So the pressure, The hydrostatic pressure depends upon the height of the liquid at that point and the density. Means when you will pour oil, it will not give that much bump, but when you will pour water, it will give more bump as the density is well for water and the water is freely movable as compared to oil. And the liquid pressure is equal in all walls of the container. What does it mean? When the pressure is equal in all sides of the container, when it is not for an example, take a container, keep holes at a equal point, and when you will pour the water, it imaginary forms a circle. Why? Because as the pressure is equal in all the sides, the flow of water will be at the same distance from the container, so it will form a circle. And if pressure is applied to a liquid in a closed container, then the pressure is transmitted uniformly throughout the liquid. What does it mean? When any pressure is applied on a liquid in a container, then the pressure will be equally distributed. So when for example, take a bottle water. When you will hit the bottle on the ground, all what pressure you will have at the bottom, same pressure will be at the high at the top of the bottle. And you can observe this by a water bubbles coming up. When they will come, the quantity of the water bubbles will be same at the bottom and the top, and when they will reach the empty part of the bottle, there will be disappear. Next, atmospheric pressure. The force acting upon the object due to the weight of the air. Means when the air weight is more, then pressure comes on the object, and that is known as atmospheric pressure. Example: pour hot water into plastic bottle carefully. Close the lid of the bottle. Shake it for a minute. Now pour out the water and quickly close the lid. Then the bottle will be crushed. Why? This is because variation of the atmospheric pressure. We all know that many gases, solids and liquids, when heated up, they will expand. This is known as thermal expansion. So because of this, the atmospheric pressure inside the bottle will become low and the outside pressure will be high. So the force created by the outside is more, so the bottle will be crushed. Importance of atmospheric pressure. And here, as I said that the atmospheric pressure, the property of the atmospheric pressure is that the variations of its pressure. Means when it is a variation, it will cause a movement or a force. When we then here the importance of the means how atmospheric pressure is useful in our daily life. When we suck drink from a straw, then the atmospheric pressure becomes low in the straw, so that the liquid flow through the straw. It is a property of atmospheric pressure when there is a variation in the atmospheric pressure, it causes a force. So why here the straw is not pushed? Because before we used a plastic container which is fully closed, and the lid of the plastic container is solid, so that it is not movable. But here one end is of water, it will be in the water now, so water is able to move, so water rushes to the place of the atmospheric pressure. Like that, the water will flow inside the straw, and this property is only acted upon the syringes, so that when we will push it, the pressure becomes low and the pressure becomes high, so that it will rushes outside. And next importance, when we stick a rubber sucker. What is rubber sucker? We will see a rubber type structure stick to a stick. We will keep it to mirrors, walls, and those all. It will be held by the wall and mirror. That is only known as rubber sucker. And here, when we will rush to the wall, the wall will hold it, because when we will press it, the atmospheric pressure becomes low inside the rubber sucker. So the the outside atmospheric pressure pushes it to hold to hold to hold the rubber sucker. So in this way, the rubber sucker will work. Thank you, friends. Once for watching my channel Fun with Studies by Akash. Please subscribe my channel, like, share and comment my video.